So ever since Post Malone released his most recent album, Austin, which included a lot of like upbeat pop music, but a lot of songs which he described, of course, having a guitar on, whether that was acoustic or electric, it really has, I think, sparked a lot of questions and a lot of interest in Post Malone to, of course, join, I think, the really popular and new wave of people who are, of course, making country music. A ton of people have been like, Posty, when is that new, country album coming out? They've been asking him in the comment sections. I mean, that guy pretty much probably can't go and take a shit without reading his Facebook, and the first comment that pops up is, Post Malone, when is the newest country album, of course, coming out? It seems to be something that he has been interested in for a very, very long time. Of course, because of that, I think Posty really made it very clear early on that he was extremely interested in making a country album. Again, we've had a lot of tastes of that in more recent times, with now Post Malone making a country song not so long ago called Pickup Man, which is just the most fucking country song I have ever seen. He basically sings about everything to do with country except fucking your cousin. Essentially in that song. Of course, very recently, in the last week or two, he did make a new song with Beyonce, which was on her album called Levi's Jeans, which I don't consider to be too country, but was a part of that new upbeat country album that, of course, Beyonce did, release. And with all that being said and done, it's not only created more hype and questions about where this Post Malone album is it going to ever come? Will it happen? Will he ever go and actually do a full country album? But we do, of course, have an answer now, with Post Malone recently confirming on Twitch that not only is he making a country album, but he has, of course, been working on it for a couple of months now. We've actually started to see a couple of sneak peeks of this, album really come out, whether that's on his Instagram page or his TikToks. He actually recently revealed a sneak peek of a song he is doing with Morgan Wallen, and I gotta say, it's pretty good. It makes me want to go and get a truck and, I don't know, buy some cowboy boots or some shit. It does sound really, really good. I'd be surprised if you guys were to have TikTok and haven't actually heard about this song by now. Again, it's not even out yet, and a ton of people have been using this sound, or using this song as a new sound, and it's just absolutely crazy. So again, we don't really know when this country album is going to be coming out, but we do, of course, know it has been confirmed. Again, as mentioned earlier, there will be a song with Morgan Wallen, which looks like it is very close to coming out. Again, even though we don't know when this album will officially come out, he has released a link on his social media a couple times, which does give you the ability to pre-save new Post Malone music whenever it drops. So I think that's a direct descendant of, or communication of Post Malone saying, guys, pre-save my fucking music because I'm going to be releasing some stuff very, very shortly. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's the Morgan Wallen song, which we of course do know will be on the album. But not only will Morgan Wallen be on the album, but he's been in the studio a ton with Luke Combs. I mean a ton, to the point where I wouldn't be surprised if they have also just made more than one song. I think it's pretty obvious that he will have a song on the album, so we can basically confirm that. But I wouldn't be surprised as well if he had a song not only go on maybe Luke Combs' album, but maybe even have two songs that feature Luke Combs on this new Post Malone country album. Again, there's a lot of people kind of out there with saying who else could be featured on it. We know that he's been in the studio with Luke Combs. We know he's got a song with Morgan Wallen. There's definitely a couple other people out there. There's actually a song coming out very, very shortly by Taylor Swift, which is officially confirmed to have Post Malone on it. I do believe it will be the first song on her new album. I don't think it's going to be country, but we know Taylor Swift is notoriously known as being one of the biggest female country artists of all time. And whether you love her or not, she's got like a fan base of like 1 billion 7-year-old girls who shouldn't probably be listening to Post Malone music, but might actually have to, because I wouldn't be surprised if not only did they do a collab for her album, but maybe even did a collab for his album. There's obviously Beyonce, who we know that has a collaboration now with Post Malone. Could she do another country song with Post Malone on his album? I'm not too sure. There's a couple other different country stars out there who have been rumored that could be on this. Lainey Wilson, Jelly Roll, and of course the legendary Dolly Parton are just to name a few of some people that people genuinely believe could be on this Post Malone album. But I just genuinely think this album is going to have a lot more work and I think love put into it than really anything he's ever done before. Again, the last album, Austin, was a really different experience because there was a lot of rumors that those vocals for that album, I believe, were recorded in like a week. I'm not actually too sure if Post Malone ever confirmed that out there, but there was no features. I think it was just him and Lewis Bell in a recording studio for like a week, just jamming out and doing their thing. It really does seem to be like this Post Malone country album has been in the works ever since he finished, of course, that Austin album, which was early, last year. So, again, I do believe he's been touring quite a bit, but you really start to see now that he's recording a ton of music with Luke Combs, recording a ton of music, it seems to be, with Morgan Wallen. I just wouldn't be surprised over the next couple months he continues to get in the studio with people like Lewis Bell potentially, of course being his producer, but also continues to maybe record some more music with other artists out there. Again, it'd be honestly a little low-key dream to see like Jelly Roll and Post Malone doing a song together. Jelly Roll recently just released an album really just about church and his love for God, and I don't know why, but I would just really like to see Post Malone have a song with that, with Jelly Roll. I think that would just be really cool. I think nothing would seem more country than Post Malone singing about the Dallas Cowboys on a song with like, I don't know, Luke Combs or something. I think that would just be, that'd be fucking sick is what I'm trying to say here. But again, Post Malone country album is officially confirmed. This is everything we of course know so far. Hopefully we get a ton more details very, very soon, but it doesn't look like this is exactly going to be too far away, especially if he's releasing like pre-save stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if by the time this video is out, hopefully we've already got a sneak peek again, or maybe even another single. Who knows? A fat kid can dream, right? But of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Are you guys excited for a new Post Malone album? And of course, a country album? I'd very much like to know. Don't forget to subscribe to my sports channel and my gaming channels, which will be linked in the description down below. But as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.